हॅलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम. तर आता आपण रेस्पिरेशन या चॅप्टरमधला टाईप्स ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन हा पार्ट बघणार आहोत. टाईप्स ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन आपण वरचे पार्ट्स बघितले आहोत. तर स्टार्ट करूया आपण. टाईप्स ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन. देर आर टू टाईप्स ऑफ द रेस्पिरेशन. द फर्स्ट वन इज aerobic respiration and the second one is anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, we will see the definition of aerobic respiration. First, aerobic respiration is defined as a complete oxidation of a respiratory substrate in the presence of oxygen to liberate ATP along with carbon dioxide and water molecule. Aerobic respiration means a complete oxidation of a respiratory substrate, means glucose, in the presence of oxygen to liberate ATP along with the CO2 and H2O. When or here see the second definition one. When the breakdown of the glucose food occurs with the use of oxygen, it is called as aerobic respiration. This is glucose, this is oxygen, and it uses carbon dioxide plus water and plus energy. Third one is the breakdown of glucose in the presence of oxygen to produce more amount of energy is called as aerobic respiration. These are the simple definitions. And let's see here the stages of this aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is divided into three main stages. First one is glycolysis. Second one is citric acid cycle, also known as Krebs cycle. And third one is electron transport chain or electron transport chain. And the examples of this, let's see. The example is human, dogs, cats, and all the animals and birds, insects, grasshoppers, etc. Many more, and most of the plants carry out aerobic respiration by using oxygen of air. From oxygen of the air, these are the examples which are taken the oxygen and carry out the aerobic respiration. Most of the plants. See the here the aerobic respiration. This is the aerobic respiration. This is the cell of plant cell, and this is the mitochondria, and this is the cytosol. In cytosol, the anaerobic respiration takes place, and in mitochondria, the aerobic respiration takes place. This is the first step, that is glycolysis, and during glycolysis, the glucose is converted into pyruvate, and then pyruvate goes into the citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle from one link reaction. Between the link reaction takes place here, and this is citric acid cycle, and it is gets the citric acid cycle, and further NADH and FADH is goes into the oxidative phosphorylation or electron transport chain or chemiosmosis. Then here ATPs are produced. This is the aerobic respiration. One more here, we'll see the glycolysis. This is the glycolysis. Glucose is converted into pyruvate by releasing the two ATP molecules, and pyruvate gets entered into mitochondria in the form of acetyl coenzyme A. This is the link reaction or acetylation of the pyruvate, and this is the Krebs cycle. After acetyl coenzyme A gets entered into the Krebs cycle by releasing the two ATP molecules, and next one, after a Krebs cycle, the electron transport chain activates. It is also known as chemiosmosis, and 32 ATP molecules are released in the ETC. This is the aerobic respiration. Very simple one. We'll see in the next part, that is the anaerobic respiration. So see the first definition one. What is the anaerobic respiration? The breakdown of glucose in the absence of oxygen to produce energy. It is called as anaerobic respiration in the absence of oxygen. The process, what is the process of anaerobic respiration? We'll see here the incomplete oxidation of the respiratory substrate in the absence of oxygen to yield carbon dioxide and ethyl alcohol is called as anaerobic respiration. This is second one definition. And the number of bacteria and some fungi, example Saccharomyces cerevisiae, show this type of respiration. And but sometimes even higher organisms respires anaerobically under certain conditions. Example is seeds respire anaerobically during germination. During the germination process of the seed, it respires anaerobically. This is one important which are asked in the exams like entrance exams. And the steps which there are three steps are involved in the anaerobic respiration. The first one is glycolysis, second one is decarboxylation, and the third one is reduction. You'll see here, this is the anaerobic respiration, this is the fermentation, this is the glycolysis. Glucose is converted into pyruvate, that means glycolysis, and here the decarboxylation takes place, and after the reduction will be takes place and ethanol is formed by using the alcohol fermentation, and here lactase is formed, that is lactic acid fermentation. We'll see after the fermentation process. We'll see the next one is the mechanism of the respiration. And this, the first is the glycolysis process, second one is Krebs cycle, and third one is terminal oxidation. So we stop here, and next part we'll see in next video. So thank you friends. If you like this information, like our video, share and subscribe. Thank you.